actually. Let's go back to the start real quick, and you guys can introduce your characters. So, for those of you just tuning in, I'm Josh, and I'm going to be the DM, the GM, whatever you want to call it, tonight for Pathfinder. Joining us, just go from, I guess, left to right in the fantastically drawn title card there, whenever you're ready.
My name is the Mad Pagan. I will be playing Kakaru Mujurun. He is a catfolk brawler.
Go ahead, Lumpy. You there, Lumpy?
Oh, well, I have to push the button. I'm Lumpy. I'm playing Berthold, the human cleric. I come from a far country. That explains my stupid accent. And I'm here to fight with my new friends.
Hi, I'm Lost Child, and I'm playing Olaf, the Asmir Paladin.
Alright, so the journey begins on a boat, of all places. You have a few other people joining you on the boat. Let me pull them up real quick. You are joined by a very large ogre, even though he doesn't look very big. You are joined by a halfling who has some sort of instrument. I haven't determined which one he has yet. There's a human. And there is a dwarf. Oops. Okay. Alright, so you're all kind of hanging out in your boat. You are on this boat to either escape religious exile or you're on some sort of pilgrimage, blah, blah, blah. You're basically seeking new life, as any D&D adventure would include. If you want, we can jump right to the next area when the boat arrives, or you can mingle with your fellow boat members, or you can introduce each other to each other because you don't really know each other that much. But your boat trip is paid for the most part. You know that you're heading to the shores of the Shimmering Peninsula, and your first destination when you get there will be Shimmer Shire, I think is what I ended up calling it. So you're on a boat. You hear swearing coming from the dwarf for the most part. He seems to be struggling to maintain his sea legs on the boat.
Hail, passengers of this vessel.
The halfling approaches. He doesn't seem to be walking up to you to talk to you, but just stand near you. And he just sort of repeats the last few things you say in song form. Passengers of the vessel!
Well, I am seasick so bad I cannot move, or spin, or dance.
He's gonna blow chunks! The halfling seems to be providing like backup vocals to anything almost anyone says.
I would like to start walking around the ship. If
Okay.
someone could let me move my character.
You should be able to move your guy.
I can't either.
Oh shit, how do I do that?
Just double click on him. And then you're going to put represents character and choose which character represents, and then it'll give us control.
Got it.
Young halfling, what is your name?
He says, "My name is Laz Figaro. I'm a great bard."
The great bard of what?
Of singing.
Can you sing a song to calm that dwarf down over there that's cussing?
I unfortunately can't sing songs. In fact,
Can you sing a ballad?
nope. I sing backup. That's it. And I can only really pull it off when I'm nervous. So, if you don't mind, I'm just going to repeat everything you say in song form.
But follow me. Which one's the dwarf?
The dwarf is the one in the red robes with the beard.
If you hold down the left button, Josh, you can ping like that. You point anything out.
Well, dwarf, what seems to be the problem? And may I have the pleasure of your name?
Oh, my name is Callum, and I hate the ocean.
Well, you know, if you
I keep
you walk,
tripping over my damn robes too.
would you like me to tie your robes up on your leg?
If you don't mind getting that close to another fella, then I don't mind. Yeah, you notice he's wearing very silky, long, flowing, crimson robes.
I would
Much like
just
his
to tie him
little
around
guy.
his leg so he doesn't trip around him.
All right. Make a reflex save just to not kind of stumble as well while the waves crash. Oh, you don't have a control carry. Hang on.
Hold on.
You do manage to tie them up. You basically just put a big knot in it so that it kind of hangs near his ankles. And he says, "Well, I'll be damned. That's a pretty good knot there. Thanks. I won't trip over that, but I'm still going to be struggling with my short legs." So why are you headed to Shimmershire?
To destroy all evil. Why else would anyone venture to Shimmershire?
Oh, I hear there's a powerful potion mixer there.
Potions are kind of evil, aren't they? I
No, of course not.
mean, that's what I was told. I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh, well, we all have different teachers. I'm not going to go against your sensei or whatever you call it. But the name's Callum Grunks. I think it's his name. Yeah, Callum Grunks. I'm a very powerful wizard, or so I say. He's a very powerful wizard.
I think this little dude behind me likes to sing. So if you keep talking, he'll sing for you.
I've noticed. I try just to ignore him.
I'm gonna walk up to this fella.
All right. You're an Asimar, right? Yeah.
Yes.
The human-looking dude approaches you. Kakuru.
Yeah, Kakaru. He's
Kakuru.
been wandering the boat. He's kind of quiet. He has his hands behind his back all the time. Always a bemused smile on his face. But so far, he's avoided engaging anybody until now, until being approached. He's wearing right now just a pair of breeches. He's naked to the waist.
What does your face look like? Does it look like a tiger's face, or is it like
It
humanoid
does,
with?
yes.
Okay. So you grinning
He
just
looks
looks
like
like you're baring your teeth.
Right.
Okay.
He looks like a very big, very scary tiger, but the smile kind of offsets that a little bit.
Got it.
Well,
Alright.
Kitty, do you need a hug?
Pardon me?
You look like you need a hug.
Are you offering?
I wouldn't have asked if I wasn't offering.
Sure, give me a manly hug.
Give him a manly hug.
And he hugs you back, and he's very strong.
I am very likable.
If you say so.
I am the most likable person you will ever meet, and I talk highly of myself. But are you here to venture to kill evil as well?
No. I have other reasons to go.
But killing evil, you could do that along the way, right?
I suppose that's what's expected of me anyway.
Well, nice to meet you. Name unknown? My name is Olaf.
Olaf, I am Kakuru Mujarun. What kind of things am I to expect to find in Shimmershire?
All I know is there's evil stuff there.
You think in very clear terms, my friend.
But my god likes it if I whack evil stuff. What can I say? Blessed
Why
be
is
Imode.
Why isn't your halfling singing now?
Because I left him over by that wizard because he was bugging me. He's not my halfling. I just didn't want to be mean to him.
Oh, there he is. I was quite enjoying his singing, actually.
Well, if you go talk to him, he'll sing for you.
You notice that there is a strange silence coming from the direction of the dwarf and the halfling.
We'll walk over to them. What is wrong, kind sirs?
When you go to speak, nothing seems to come out. As you get even closer, you notice your footsteps are no longer making a audible noise as they step on the poop deck.
I'm gonna tap the guy in the robes on his shoulder. So he looks at me.
He looks at you with a big grin, and
Give him a thumbs up.
he points at the singing halfling, who is visibly singing, but you can't hear anything he's saying.
I'm gonna give him a big double thumbs up, and I'm gonna walk over to the lion guy again. Hey, Kakuto. Yeah, don't go over there. It's quiet. Blessed be Imode. And I'm gonna walk over to this guy. Hello, stranger.
That is Lumpy's
Hello.
character, Berthold.
I'm Berthold. Who are you?
I am Olaf. I come to rid this land of evil.
Okay. Not nice. I just wanted to travel a bit. What's wrong with those halfling and those dwarf guy? I kind of noticed though they are grinning and making fun of him.
The halfling only sings backup, and the wizard apparently didn't like his backup singing, so he made it quiet over there.
Okay.
Blessed be Imode. If you need me, I will be fondling this crocodile, giving him his last rites.
Hey, just wait a second. This cat guy. How is his constitution? Is he a fun guy or is he some kind
He's
of
hardy.
bad guy?
He seems nice. I mean,
He seems
gave me a
nice.
hug.
Okay. Do you think we can make a joke with him?
Probably.
Kakuru's just wandering the deck now with his hands behind his back again.
Okay,
Kakuru,
well
come over
then,
here.
give me a second. Wait, don't call him over. I'm wandering over to the halfling, tipping on his back of the shoulder. He comes over to me, out of the silence round. He can talk, and I'm whispering in his ear, "Do you want a gold piece?"
He does turn around. God damn, your token's fat. He turns around and walks out of the silence and says, "Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I came on this ship is to seek treasure. Hopefully through entertaining people with my musical talents.
I heard you're a great bard. I know a song out of my home country. It's called Soft Kitty, Warm Kitty.
I've never heard it.
You never heard it. Do you want to sing it for this cat guy over there?
He will actually roll to see if he knows the song as a bard. He does. He actually knows the song. He says, yeah, I can try to sing it for you, but again, I'm not very good at singing songs right now, unless I'm nervous, and I could do great backup singing is what I'm told.
Well, then I think I have to draw my weapon on him and force him so he gets nervous.
Okay. You see him start to panic a little bit. He's... What are you doing, man?
What?
Now he's asking questions. And pointing a sword at me.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, Kakuto, come here.
Yeah, come over here. Hi.
His ears perk up. He looks over his shoulder and sees that you're actually calling him. And he comes padding over.
You see the what the hell are you playing? A dwarf? Is Berthold a dwarf? No, he's human.
No, it's a human.
You see the human pointing a weapon at the halfling, who's visibly shaken.
What seems to be the matter here?
I have a present for you. I overheard your conversation between the paladin and you, and I heard you like singing, so I forced the halfling to sing for you.
He raises an eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
Now there's a giant cat. And I'm not sure what's going on yet. Are you threatening my life? I'd appreciate if you put down the weapon.
I think he wants you to sing a song.
I told you guys I'm not that great yet.
Well, I think he.
I will practice. I will practice, and when we reach Shimmershire, I'll sing you your song.
Okay, well, then that's the way it should be. And I turn around to the cat guy and say, "Hey, I am Berthold."
Berthold, you say? My name is Kakuru. Not Kakutu, as our friend here says.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Kakuru.
So why exactly were you wanting to give me a gift?
I have problems making friends.
You could have just talked to me. I consider myself rather approachable for a cat.
But from the distance, you look kind of scary.
I've been told that before. Until they see me picking flowers.
Approaching the party is a human-looking guy. He says, "Y'all know who's in charge around here? They're a captain on this boat?"
I should think so, my good man, but I don't know where he is.
I see, because I paid extra for a very fancy living quarters, and no one's pointing me towards my bed or my bath.
I know a good place for you to take a bath. And he
Is that
smirks.
some sort of joke?
Trying to be, anyway. I'm not very good with jokes.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on around here. I mean, I've been on this boat for, well, I guess as long as you folks, but if you find out who's in charge or when they're serving dinner, just let me know. The name's Bem, by the way. Bem Dully. It's nice to meet y'all, folks. See you later, I guess. And he walks away.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned, I'm getting kind of hungry too. So probably we should go and find something to eat.
When you mention how hungry you are, you all hear your stomach's growling, or what you think is your stomach's growling, but you realize then it's not coming from anyone in the party. It's coming from the large ogre standing nearby.
I say, was that your stomach?
Huh? Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. Since he's almost as tall as the ogre. Well, how tall is the ogre anyway?
He's about 7 feet tall.
Oh yeah, I'm almost that tall.
He looks visibly shaken just by your appearance alone. He says, You're not gonna eat me, are you?"
Eat you? What would give you that impression?
"Oh, you're a ferocious beast.
I am?
Look at those teeth. They're gonna tear me up."
I quite like my teeth. And he licks them.
You see him run. He just turns and runs away, and hides behind a nearby barrel.
I
Sir,
say.
Sir, he is fine. There is no reason to be running and hiding. These guys will not hurt you, I don't believe.
Who are you?
My name is Olaf.
Oh, me Artok.
Artok.
Artok. And then his belly grumbles again, and he says, "Oh, that's right. Artok, noise gut. That's
Are you
me.
hungry, Noise Gut?
I'm starving. I'm just. There was nothing to eat around here though, other than that weird dead crocodile thing.
We could cook it.
I can't cook so well.
I could try.
Last time I tried to cook, I was kicked out of my village.
You cause a fire.
Big smoke happened. I don't know. Me not so smart. 5 God points. The ogre farts. 6 points of damage. 1 to him. No. Sorry. No farts and dicks for the first hour. All right. How about that?
Is there really a fish on this table?
You don't see any food, even though there is kind of some on the map, but you don't see any. Eventually, you see Bem approach. He says, "Hey, Orloff, whatever your name was, I found out who's in charge around here, and dinner's ready. It's just downstairs."
Hey, Noise Gut, follow us.
Oh, okay. And you all head below, or I guess Bem leads the way, with you following, along with Noise Gut. The dwarf and the halfling hear food and also follow.
I suppose I am a bit hungry.
All right.
Humans got to eat.
You are all served delicious food, which is paid for by your ticket or whatever you bought to get on this boat. But afterwards, you are quickly shooed by some of the hands on deck back up to the deck again. You're told that you can hear Bem asking one of them when they're going to be landing this ship soon. They say sometime tomorrow, and to just enjoy the view in the meantime. because the water's looking a little bit choppy and things may turn ugly, and you won't be able to be out on the deck unless you are part of the crew sooner rather than later. So you all clamber back up onto the deck, but as soon as you do, there is... Well, let's see what this sounds like. Alright, it starts to rain. I don't know if there's any thunder or lightning, but thunder and lightning. Then basically the sea just starts to swell up immediately. As soon as the first clap of thunder is heard, you hear a lumbering noise and a whoop, 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 as Noise Gut rushes back down below decks. You're all kind of gathered by more crew hands who also assist you heading downstairs because it's going to get ugly soon. What's the name of this campaign? There isn't one. It's just made up. So it's just Saturday Pathfinder campaign right now. But you all head below deck, and the storm rages on all throughout the night. It's hard to get some sleep, but eventually you do manage to get some when you are woken in the morning by the sounds of crew hands letting you know that they've hit land and they're kicking you off. So real quick, if anyone's watching, you guys get to decide of those 3 super memorable characters, or 4 of them. Yeah, I can't remember all of them. Who lives and who dies? So there was the ogre, Artok, Noise Gut. I'm just gonna make a roll 20 real quick. Give me a or not a roll 20. Stropple. Because someone's gonna die, or maybe all of them. Someone was basically washed overboard during the night, so. So go ahead and vote on who died during the night. Again, Artok, Noise Gut. Well, that's all there. He's the ogre. Callum's the dwarf. These are the NPCs. These are not the player characters, so you're not voting to kill a player character or anything like that. If we get 5 votes, I'll probably just send it there. I don't know how many votes we're going to get, but... Alright, and let's switch the music, because you're no longer stormy. That's kind of menacing. Fuck it, we're gonna do SpongeBob. Alright, looks like Artok's in the lead, the ogre, along with Bem Dully, the human. Why are they killing Artok? I don't know, I didn't vote. God points can be spent, though, to add another vote. Or I guess I could just roll percentage and then add a bonus based on the votes. You only spend your god points on dicks and farts? Alright. Okay. I'm going to roll a, let's see, 1, 2... Alright. I'm going to roll a 10-sider. If it's 1, the halfling dies. If it's 2, the dwarf dies. If it's 3, 4, or 5, the human dies. If it's 6 through 9, it's the ogre. And if it's 10, I'll just re-roll. Alright, looks like a human dies. I roll a 3. So, in the morning, they do a quick head count, and they notice that the human's gone. No one can count for him. Too bad, so sad. Bem Deli's
I will say
MIA.
prayer over sea. For a safe return to the heavens.
But you are all loaded up onto a cart that is waiting for you, and it brings you into the nearby town. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. You travel on a path that goes into a thick woods. You're basically surrounded by a forest. Ahead of you, beyond the forest, you can see a single mountain peak, a mountainous peak jutting through the forest. And the sun seems to just glimmer off of it. It is the Shimmering Mountain, where most of the surrounding areas are named after. But you travel through an off-beaten path, or just the path. So, and you encounter something on the way there. So let me throw you guys up there. And I will roll to see how many there are. Oh, okay. Alright, heading down the path, you got lost from the cart, fuck it. And the rest of the guys, the other party members at this point. But you encounter a very vicious-looking boar, and it has spotted you all, and it seems very hostile. So, you guys are going to fight something real quick. So, you may roll for initiative. If you know how to do that. And we're rolling 20-siders for initiative.
Oh, I don't have control of myself again.
Oh, shit. I'll have to figure out how to do that by default.
What you can do is double-click him, assign him, and then go back into my sheet. Remove the current token, and then say this is the standard one. And then every time you move him onto the sheet, it'll be assigned to me.
Gotcha.
It didn't assign me to the token either. I did the turn
Yeah,
over.
I'm fixing it. Hang on. Okay. This is lumpy. Alright, you guys should have control now. Alright, let's see. Initiatives. Need to add... How do I add someone to the turn order?
Right-click on them and say Add Turn.
Okay. Alright, so Olaf got a 17. Bert got a 5. And you got a 6. Alright, let me change the music. I don't know if I have battle music or not, though. I don't know why there's waves, too. You're on the road. That'll work. Alright, so first is the boar, because I rolled a natural 20 on initiative. So he's going to charge somebody if he can reach them. He's going to charge at Kakuru, I think. And he's going to attack. He hits armor class 10.
That is not good enough.
All right. Next up is the paladin.
I'm going to attack with a weapon I do not own, so I'm just going to say it's a D8 at the moment, because I haven't finished bought material. If that's okay with you, or I can punch him in the face.
Yeah, you can consider yourself armed. You can swing at him if you have a weapon. Welcome advance and it low light. Sorry for ignoring chat. I was setting up the map. .22 will hit. You may roll for damage. Okay. All right, got it. Next up is Kakuru.
Evil boar shall be smited.
Smite! All right. He is going to backhand the boar.
Okay.
No, he's not.
Yeah, that'll miss. Their armor class, because you did hit it already, their armor class is 14. Next up is Berthold. Berthold.
I'm going to hit him with my mace. Or at least I try.
Okay.
That won't hit, I guess.
All right. You miss, but then you notice that the boar seems to go into its death throes, even though you've only struck it once, and that was a few moments ago, and it wasn't even you. It seems to be panicking, and it's lashing about. So on its turn this round, it's going to get some bonuses and a few extra attacks. Since you're all, I'm going to consider in range right in front of it. Let's see, the first attack, I'll just roll a d3. And I'll roll it twice more. Alright. Every attack is going towards Olaf the Paladin. The first attack is, it's just going to try and bite you. That will miss. And then it's going to try and gore you with one of its tusks. And fucking critical failures. It goes to gore you, and its tusk hits the ground. And basically, in it, the amount of thrust being put behind the tusk actually rips it from its face. It basically rips its own tusk out. Not sure if that's just out of pure brute strength, or if it was because it's a very sickly boar that wasn't held together very well. But it's bleeding out now. It's still going into a frenzy, though. So next up is the paladin.
I'm gonna attack my longsword.
Okay.
Maybe.
That will hit. Its armor class has gone down by 2 because it's in a frenzy or a rage. Alright, 9 damage. It's still alive. So next person up is the Tiger Man.
Kakuru shifts over here and brings his elbow down onto the thing's spine.
Okay. You may roll to hit. That will hit. You'll probably kill it. It only has 2 hit points left. But you hit it, and its spine doesn't break like you may have thought it would have. You come down on it pretty hard, but its soft belly hits the ground and basically splits open like a piñata. Almost like you hit it so hard there's an exit wound to the other side of its body, because it actually explodes before it even hits the ground. But bursting forth from its stomach is what looks like almost like lava. It's red hot. You can feel the heat coming off. It's not just normal entrail heat. It's also glowing red, like it's burning, or it's cinders. And it just seems to begin to burn at the ground, and the rest of the pig almost begins to ignite and char when its insides are exposed to the outside world. But it is dead.
What is this?
Similar, more blood seems to be pouring out of its face and mouth, and it is also charring up its body. It's basically destroying itself from the inside out, and you're not sure if that's intentional or not, but it is dead. So, woohoo. I don't have fanfare music, I think. Let me get some.
Well, I turn to the other 2 guys and say, well, that looks painful.
But everyone will get 50 experience points for that.
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No, but probably it's better we stick together.
The evil has many ways of showing itself.
Wise words, my friend. Wise words.
Whether or not it's evil, I don't like it, and I agree we should stick together. You both fight well.
Well, thank you. I've had many years of martial training.
That was the shittiest trumpet fanfare ever, but I don't even know if anyone heard it. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Anyway, there aren't very many usable parts left on the creature, but your surroundings become silent and no longer filled with pig squeals or anything like that. Wait, what? I want to put an X on the pig. Oh, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, pig's dead. But after silence falls, or for the most part, there's still, ambient forest noise. You can hear or you can hear the sounds of the city up ahead. Which I think... There we go. I don't know if you can hear that too well, but... so you can stay back and try to eat the pig or something? I don't know. It's up to you guys at this point. So what are you guys going to do?
I think we should move on.
Venture forth to the nearest town and smite more evil on along our way.
Okay.
You have a thing for smiting evil, don't you?
Blessed Imide, that's what we must do.
Well, guys, I don't know about you, but I am hungry. So let's go and get something to eat.
I would have liked to eat this more, but not now.
You are a strange man, my friend.
Boars are good eating.
He's
We
kind
have to
of right.
cook them.
Boars taste pretty good.
Their livers are best when fresh. And he licks his chops. But yes, let's move on.
All right. You travel onward unmolested and make it to the town of Shimmershire. You exit through the south entrance there. It seems to be a pretty busy city for one surrounded by forest. But there's plenty of people walking around. You're getting pretty tired at this point. It was very early morning when you were sent off the boat. It's between it's around, I guess, brunch time. It's not necessarily noon yet. You can't see the sun completely over you. There is kind of shade over everything still at this point. But everyone seems to be getting on with their day at this point. So you may walk around town. There's a noticeable, I guess I can ping them. There's a blacksmith here. This is a tavern. Town hall's right here in the center. There's a marketplace. There's a schoolhouse. Right here. I don't know if you guys are seeing that or not, but farms here. There's a barn. And then all the ones with like black roofs are just residencies, whatever you want to call them.
Is there anyone walking along the street?
Yes. There's a guy heading in your direction, carrying he's just basically pulling a small cart by hand.
Hail, stranger.
Oh, hello.
We are new to this town. I have a few questions for you, if you don't mind answering them.
Sure, I'm in no rush.
Where can these people find a spot to eat at? And where can I find the nearest temple to Imode?
Imode? I'd never heard of him. But the tavern's right there. And he points at the tavern. He says, they got some good eating there. I saw people coming from your direction early this morning that headed in there. They looked as salty as you guys are.
Oh,
Salty? What does that mean?
It means they're fresh off the boat.
Smell of the sea.
Oh. I like the terms that you use.
A cuckaroo. I wouldn't smile so much. Your teeth might scare some people.
But my teeth are beautiful and shapely.
I'm just a piece of advice. Take it or leave it.
He turns and when he points towards the tavern, he says, "Hey, there's one of them now." And emerging from the tavern is your good pal Laz, who is busy gnawing on some sort of meat, but he's waving you over towards the tavern.
Am I mistaken, or is he carrying meat?
He's carrying
Looks
meat.
like it.
Let's
I
go
would
to
say
this compound.
let's go over there. Yeah. Hey, little halfling friend.
Hey guys, I thought we lost you back in the woods there. I'm glad you made it out okay. Have you guys seen Bem anywhere?
I think Bem, unfortunately, is the one who went overboard.
Oh, that's a shame. He didn't seem very trustworthy, though. I mean, he was constantly asking who's in charge, and I don't know if you noticed, but he was carrying a lot of blades on him.
I feel rather guilty, actually, because I told him to take a bath in the ocean. And then he did.
Well, that's kind of funny. I mean, I'm just kind of... I don't know, I kind of have... I can kind of have a sixth sense. I can tell when people are bad, and he didn't seem to sit very well with me, so I tried to, avoid him. I'm glad he's gone. Basically, I know that's probably not the best thing to say around a paladin like you, but whatever.
You didn't do anything evil to him, did you? You didn't
No,
push him
no.
off the boat.
Of course not.
Are you lying to me?
No, you should have been able to hear me sing all night, or do background vocals for the thunder.
I should let this guy pull a knife on me again and see you sing.
Come now, we're within reach of food. Let's go inside.
Yes, yeah, I got us a table, or yeah, you can, yeah, I've got food ordered already, and he brings you inside, which also has a map. It's a cozy tavern. You do spot your pals. Callum is there. At a table in the corner with some other folks. He seems to be chatting up. Artok is alone at the bar. But you are invited to a table with... what's his face? Laz. Right here.
Well, hell, good sirs.
I have never been inside a place like this. My village does not have common rooms.
Laz calls the waitress over, barmaid, and says, a round of drinks for my friends, and you guys hungry at all?
Yes.
Famished, my dear.
I'm sorry to say that I have no money.
Well, that's fine. I managed to find some on the boat.
Fine.
Yeah, I woke up and let's just say my pockets were a little bit heavier.
Then I wonder whose pockets lighter. Through no fault of your own, of course.
Yeah, that. But get whatever you want. It's on me. They've got a great meat thing that I've been eating.
A meat thing.
Yeah, but if you're a fan of pork, I guess they're pretty low on that lately.
Why is that exactly? And he's curious now.
I don't know. This is what the barmaid told me here. The barmaid says, "Yeah, there's something going on with our local hunters. Are saying they're having trouble with tracking down boars that still have good meat on them."
We ran into a boar on the way here, as a matter of fact. It exploded.
Well, that's pretty strange. You should have brought some with you. We could have cooked it up.
You wouldn't want to trust me.
All right, well, what can I get for you? You guys want the meat thing that guy's eating?
Sure.
A double order, please.
I assume you want the same thing? Quiet guy over there? All right,
Yeah, I want something too, please.
sure. The 3 meat things coming right up. And she heads back to wherever the meat things are prepared. You can all roll perception checks while you wait for your food. Damn.
What?
Yeah, you guys fucking crushed. Make Berthold look like a fucking Helen Keller. Anyway, how many people are playing? I only wrote 1 person. There's 3 people playing. You should be. Can you guys hear them okay? If not, let me know. I can turn them up. I think. Anyway, with the super high perception checks, you do see there's a lot of people nearby enjoying breakfast. But you do also notice that there's a overturned bench in the corner, which if you kind of sit up a little or just stand up and peer over it, you notice that there's a noticeable hole in the corner of the building in the back, as though it was just blown out or something like that. There's a hole in the floor, and the walls are there's gaping holes in them as well. The bench is basically being used as like a barrier, so that no one falls into the hole, I guess, or anyone's able to get in through the barricade.
Oh, check that out over there, guys. Wonder if they have a problem.
What's over there? Can't see something.
I'll point over to it.
Ah, okay, over there. Yeah, it looks like someone got a bit angry.
While you observe it, your food is brought back. You're all given a meat thing.
Hey, Miss Barmaid, what happened over there?
Oh, from what I understand, there was a break-in of some sort. Nothing was missing, but it was just like someone just took out part of the building. I'm not really too sure. I was just told to avoid it. I don't want to trip and fall in that hole. Ho ho! And she dawdles away.
If I wasn't so hungry, I'd be interested.
I will taste the meat thing.
It is very meaty and delicious. It's not the greatest thing, but it is very filling. It's just all one flavor and not a big deal.
This is the most wonderful thing I've ever eaten. What is this called?
I think it's called meat pie.
Laz takes another bite of his, says, "No, it's just called the meat thing or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, what are you guys gonna do for work around here? Where are you planning on staying?"
I hadn't thought it through.
Can I make a sense motive check? I don't trust this halfling very much.
Sure. Oh, shit. Alright, never mind. He seems to be telling the truth. I mean, he's just genuinely curious. He's just trying to find out what's going on. He doesn't seem to be with anyone else. He doesn't seem to be hanging out with the ogre or the dwarf, so maybe he's just trying to make friends.
Are the ogre and the dwarf in here right now? Oh, I see the ogre right there.
Yes, the ogre is at the bar. He's not really eating or drinking anything, and the dwarf is at a nearby table discussing things with it looks like an elf and a human.
Hold a moment. Get up and go over to the ogre.
All right. You sit next to him?
Yeah.
All right. He turns to look at you, gets one look at you again, and screams with a high-pitched voice. Everyone looks in your direction, and he kind of gains his composure and says, "Oh, you scared me again. I'm sorry."
I just came over because I couldn't help but notice you weren't eating anything.
Well, don't make that think I'm not on the menu. Please don't eat me.
I try to calm down the other guys in the bar.
Uh,
I stand up to say, we are all friends, don't bother.
They just go back to either eating or discussing their business.
I eat only animals, not sentient things.
Animals, sentient things.
Why don't you come join us at our table and have some food? You must be starving.
Me don't have no money.
I didn't mention anything about money.
Oh, okay.
I'm shouting over, no problem, the halfling is paying.
He gets up and walks over to the table.
Have some of this meat thing, it's delicious.
He sniffs it cautiously, but then pretty much eats the whole thing in one bite. He says, that much better. Thank you.
Here, have some ale to wash it down.
He also drinks the whole thing in one gulp.
We're going to need more food.
Waitress!
The barmaid does walk back over when called upon.
We need some more food and some more to drink, please. And he has a silver for your work.
So, 5 more rounds, I guess. You guys have a pretty full table.
And I make it 8.
Sure. And she walks and sticks the silver into her cleavage.
What is the meaning of the extra money you just gave her?
Well, in the country I come from, you give your waitress some extra money so she's nice to you and you get your food and your drinks very fast and cold and warm.
You have to pay the servers for good service? He looks
No,
seriously surprised.
it's not for the service at all, it's for being kind.
It should be in all men to be kind, wouldn't you say?
Well, I better give them some money so they don't spit in my food. Don't know what you think about it, but I think the food tastes better without spit.
They spit in food here? That's disgusting.
Well,
Dude,
you
they
never
spit
know.
in food everywhere. If you're not kind to your waitress or your cook, they will degrade your food with their bodily functions.
Suddenly, I'm not so hungry anymore.
Just eat the meat thing.
Well, you don't have to worry because I tipped her, and so no spit in our food.
She does return very shortly with plenty of food. Basically brings out a large tray of meat things.
So what meat is this meat thing?
She says, it's just, imported stuff. We don't have a lot of livestock around here. We mostly rely on what we can hunt, but we do have some livestock imported every once in a while. I think this is a mix between horse and cow. I'm not really too sure.
I'm gonna look at her and try to determine if she is lying.
Sure.
That's a sense motive check, right?
Yep. She doesn't seem to be hiding anything. She just seems to work, just show up to work, do her job, collect tips, go home. So.
Hey, I think you should give her a couple silver to give to the cook as well. Because these are some very good meat things. The only thing I could tip with is a blessing from MO Day. Or I would.
Well, don't think it will. Don't think this will work, my friend.
I gave all my money to the needy before I got on the boat.
I'm sorry for you.
I hope you're not in need one day.
She says, "Don't worry about tipping me. I mean, the tip's always appreciated, but I work for food, basically. I get paid very little, and I'm just hoping one day my Prince Charming will show up and sweep me off my feet."
I'm gonna look at Kakukuro.
She curtsies and walks back behind the counter or the bar. When you dig into your meat things, second round, you hear a slam from the corner of the room, a pounding onto a table or whatever, a loud, and then you hear the sound of a chair being pushed out very quickly as it squeaks across the ground, and you see the dwarf shouting things at his company. He says, "Fuck you and fuck you," and then he rushes out. He storms out of the bar.
I'm gonna walk over here. Gentlemen, what just happened there?
It's none of your business. Yeah, you keep to yourself.
Don't make me ask again, please.
Unless you got coin backing your questions, then don't expect answers.
I'm gonna grit my teeth, look him square in the face so that he can see the shiny metal hair and the golden skin complexion, and I'm gonna ask very harshly, what happened?
Make an intimidation check.
What if my character would load?
He appears to be having some trouble over there.
I guess we should go over.
Why? The food's here.
Yeah, but he's our travel companion. And we agreed to stick together.
They'll roll versus that. And you succeed. He says, "Whoa! I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to, protect my interests. I mean, if people find out that I'm a blabbermouth, then I could be killed."
I didn't even ask anything about your interests. I just want to know what happened with that guy that just stormed out, because he seemed pretty nice on the boat.
He was trying to get some information, same as you. He didn't have the coin to pay for it. I can tell you what he's looking for, but I'm not going to tell you where he's going to find it. He's looking for some sort of potion seller. He needs his strongest potions.
Kakuro, come here.
I turn over to the dwarf, and I point at his sword, and I cast the spell Light. And I say, if you don't want that your dick is lighting up as your sword, then you better give us the information we want.
You roll another intimidation check. I'm assuming you're casting it on the paladin's weapon, because he's not a dwarf. He's an Aasimar. He's basically human, but very bright. Are you adding your bonuses and stuff to your rolls? Oh, great. Subway Jared is following us now. Thanks. Where's Andy? He's not here tonight. All right. You'll fail to further intimidate him. There's like, hey, geez, stop breathing down our necks here. I mean, I told you what you wanted to know. Can we finish our meal in peace? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Is just keep the peace, Paladin? I
don't even know what he was thinking of. I asked you a question and you answered it, and then he came over here. But yes, you have answered my question. So I will try to. If he has any more information, that's between you and him. He hasn't done anything to hurt you yet, so I can't step in.
Well, please, just I don't even want to be rude, but just leave us alone.
I tell the paladin to go over there. Go back to our table and eat more. I will handle this.
You hear a shout coming from across the bar, from behind the bar, and you see a large burly-looking guy. He says, "Hey, is there any trouble over there?"
No problem.
I will look at him, I will hold my hand out and say, "Sir, there is no trouble," in the most diplomatic way I could think we just say it soundingly.
I turn over to the guy who's at the table and I say, in a whispery voice, "Watch out. We are making a deal. I say I intimidated you, huh? And you act like I did. Here are 5 gold pieces." Just give me the information I need, and then yell like I upset you very much.
Okay. He said he very loudly kind of looks around the room and says, "Yeah, we don't want any trouble from the likes of you. We certainly don't want to end up like that last guy you dealt with that resisted. He didn't end up in very good shape." How's that?
It's okay. Now give me the information I need.
Look, the dwarf he's looking for a potion seller of some sort. He needs his strongest potions. There is an apothecary in town, but I mean, he has, just, run-of-the-mill potions, but he does have a secret stash, and you need to know the password to get into his, his other wares. Not his underwears, his other wares.
Okay, do you know the password?
I know part of it.
Yeah, then give me the part of it.
He says the first part is roses.
That's all you need. That's all you know.
That's all I know.
Okay, and where do I find this guy?
He's just follow the main road up north in town. He's on the edge of the town, just pretty much the opposite side of town. Just head north.
Okay, thanks, man. And see you soon. If I don't get what I want, then I will come back.
Right.
Now you
Got
can
it.
now you can shout again. Like I said something bad to you.
All right. You shout at him, and he cowers, very convincingly. Meanwhile, back stepping out from the bar, he walks with a limp, it seems, and there's a wooden knock with each step. When you see him passing out from behind the bar, you notice that he does have a peg leg, and he approaches the paladin and says, "There wasn't no trouble over there, was there?"
No, sir. There might have been, but they seem to handle it and never gone their separate ways.
All right, good to hear. I've had enough trouble around these parts.
Well, what trouble have you had? Maybe I could be of some service with my fellow traveling companions.
Well, with the recent break-in and the shortage on hogs, it's trouble to keep business flowing in here. Luckily, it's the only place to get a decent bite to eat around here with our famous meat things.
Where are you getting these meat things?
Our cook has some connections outside of town. He prepares them downstairs. It's all very secret. I don't ask questions. As long as he keeps the customers coming.
May I speak to your cook?
He doesn't like to be disturbed when he's working, but I can set up something after hours if you're interested. He's down there, works through breaks. He works through lunch. I never see him eat anything, but I mean he's preparing the food, so.
He could eat as he goes.
Right, exactly. He just seems very passionate about his art, is what I would call it. He's very good at what he does.
All right, yeah, let's make a meeting for some time this afternoon or this evening after you close up. But do you know anywhere where I could pray to MO Day and where me and my traveling companions could find work or be helpful in some way?
Not too familiar with that patron of yours, but he's you're the first paladin I've seen in over several weeks. If you need some help, or if you're looking for a job or just somebody to help out of the kindness of your heart, I know that there's some trouble over by the schoolhouse. The headmistress is having a lot of episodes recently. Saying she's seen awful things happening to the kids, but the kids are all accounted for. So I don't know if she's gotten into something she hasn't gotten, or gotten into something she shouldn't supposed to, and gotten sick. But you could try and help her out. She seems to be one of the most problems right now, aside from
Well, thank you.
my establishment suffering physical harm.
Well, maybe we could take a look into that for you too. We'll keep our ears to the ground about the break-in.
All right. He hobbles back behind the bar.
Thank you, kind sir. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, what time should we be back to meet the cook, or should what?
Around dark's good. We stop serving food usually after the sun sets beyond the forest, so we still have drinks flowing, but no more foods, and that means his job is done.
Okay, sir. All right, guys. I think I got us a lead on some work, or just to help people. Maybe it could be both.
Guys, I have to tell you something too. I got the information the dwarf wanted. He wanted to find the potion guy, and he's at the end of the town. If we follow the main road.
Okay. Well, the headmistress of the school thinks she keeps seeing bad things happening to kids, but the kids are fine. And this guy had a break-in. That's about the only two things going on that I really got.
Kakaru looks beside himself with excitement.
Oh, I don't know. We can check out the school on our way to the potion guy, maybe.
Sounds like a plan. Kill two birds with one stone.
What are we going to do with the halfling?
He's sitting right here, you know.
Yeah, I can hear you guys, but I that's fine. I'll pay the bill. Don't worry about it. You might see me around town. I'm gonna spend most of my time in the marketplace to see what sort of goods they have. I've got a lot of extra money left over, and I'll handle the bill if you guys want to just head out. Artok says,
Handle the bill and come with us.
"No, I'm gonna stick around for a bit.
Okay.
I don't want to be a burden." Artok says, "Me go find blacksmith. I don't like the forge too much, but I can hammer things and lift much." And he walks out. Whoop. He's gone.
Bye, noise gut.
The halfling just sits there, eats, and just kind of taps his fingers on the table, almost impatiently, waiting for you guys to leave.
Hey guys, let's leave and see what happens.
Let's go, guys.
All right.
All right.
You head outside.
When I get to the door, I'm gonna keep peeking into the door and my eyes on the halfling.
He waves when you look at him. Back outside. I think you're all there. Yep. You spot Artok. He is over discussing things with the blacksmith. You don't see Callum anywhere, and certainly not Bem, who is MIA, supposedly dead.
Dear Day, please have peace on Bem's soul. He was a fellow traveler.
But, there are more people walking by if you need to ask for directions or anything like that.
Gentlemen, let's go. We need to find a school and get on.
Yeah, let's just get. Let me get over to the blacksmith. I just want to talk to him for our fellow friend from the ship.
Okay. I will come with you and see what the blacksmith says.
Okay. You see what looks like some sort of weird-looking dwarf. You're not sure if he's just covered in soot or if he's from deep underground, because his skin is a very dark, grayish black color, and he's busy hammering away at some white-hot metals on an anvil. There we go.
Hello?
He's giving instructions to Artok. You hear him kind of grunting a few things, pointing at different tools, and Artok very cautiously is running over and grabbing a few, asking if this is the right one. And the dwarf doesn't really speak much. He just kind of grunts or shakes his head, and motions towards another one, which the ogre rushes over and just grabs a whole handful of them and brings them over. He plucks a weird-looking clamp from his hands and continues to work at the metal while it's white-hot. He looks up at you briefly, the dwarf does, and looks back at Artok, who almost reacts just to his stare as though he hit him with something. And then the dwarf kind of just nods his head or motions for him to greet you guys. Artok walks over and says, "Hey, welcome to Blacksmith. What can I get for you today? Any orders to fill?"
I say, "Hey Artok, I want to talk to the blacksmith, please."
He don't talk much. I work here now. I am the face of blacksmith.
Okay. Yeah, is he taking good care of you? I just wanted to make sure you are happy here.
Oh, yes, I'm learning many things.
He's only been here 5 minutes.
Oh, I've already learned more than I have in the last year. As far as blacksmithing goes.
Well, I'm happy to see that. Good. I just wanted to make sure you're in good hands. Then we can leave now. If something is wrong, just give us a call.
Okay. The dwarf lifts the white hot metal and thrusts it into a trough of water. A lot of steam and water splashes. There's a loud hissing noise, and the ogre screeches in fear before and he runs away and hides. But he does come back out and say, "Oh, everything okay? No need to intervene." The dwarf just kind of shakes his head and continues working.
Well, I think we should be on our way. He seems happy.
Yeah, he certainly does. Let's go.
Alright. You leave the blacksmith. Again, there's more people walking around. You can ask them for directions or head to wherever the fuck you want on the map, if you can identify them.
Let's find someone and ask the way to the school and to the apothecary.
Okay. You stop someone. They say, "Oh, aren't you a strange bunch?" I say that only because you're traveling with what looks like a cat on feet.
Well, I also have a halo over my head and golden hair, but, you know.
Well, aren't you special?
No, not really. I was just, you know, it's kind of rude to make fun of people like that. He's a very nice guy. You could even ask him for a hug and he'll give you one.
I'll pass, but thanks for the offer. Yeah, you stopped me for a reason, I assume.
Yes, we are looking for the school and the apothecary.
Oh, not yeah, the apothecary, the medicine man. He's to the north, and he points to the tent. You can see it up there, and he says, "Schoolhouse is just down this road. Can't miss it. It's pretty much blocking the view of all the crops in that field we're growing over there, very poorly, but he identifies the schoolhouse as well."
Thank you, sir. Well, gentlemen, where do you want to go to first?
I don't mind.
In the stories, the brave adventurers help those who are in need.
As soon as you say that, you hear another loud shriek. This one is not coming from the blacksmith. It is coming from the direction of the schoolhouse.
Did you hear it, guys?
Yes, that's where we need to go.
Let's move fast. Sounds like trouble.
Oh, right.
You head over to the schoolhouse, I suppose.
Yes.
And you spot a bunch of school children standing around a older-looking woman. Safe to say, it's the teacher. She is the one screaming. She seems to be in tears, covering her face. They're all kind of looking up at her quizzically, wondering what the fuck she's doing.
Please, headmistress, what's going on?
She does not remove her hands from her face, but she just says, "Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. The poor children."
They're all here and they're all fine, ma'am.
Yes, but the little one was taken again. Taken by that squealing monster.
What does the little one look like? Because I see a few little ones.
They're not real. They're not real. They come back the next day and they seem okay, but they're not the same.
Now, see here, are you talking about the children?
Yes, the poor children.
And he'll look over the children.
They all just seem to be staring, wondering what's going on. Some are kind of excited that their class was disrupted, whatever teaching was going on. Some of them are kind of just playing makeshift games while they wait for their next set of instructions.
I'm talking to my two friends and I say, I'm not sure what we can make out of this, but I can check for magic if something is wrong with those children. And then I want to cast the detect magic spell on the children.
Okay. You don't detect any magic coming from the kids. I don't think you have to roll for that. Either way, you don't detect any magic coming from them.
They seem like normal children to you, don't they? I don't know much about human children.
They seem normal.
Yeah, but if they seem normal, there are two possibilities. One, the teacher is kind of crazy, and the other is something is wrong with those children. So we have to figure it out. What's the truth? You are a paladin. Can't you do something to detect bad stuff if something is wrong with those children?
Maybe. Yes, I can do something somewhere, but not really.
All right.
I could do detect evil. I'm gonna do detect evil.
Okay. You don't detect any evil coming from the children, but you do sort of sense a lingering evil presence, as though there was something evil here very recently.
There was definitely something evil here very recently. Like, is it coming from like where the teacher is?
It's just near the entrance to the schoolhouse where they're all gathered. Can't really pinpoint exactly where it was or where it went, but it's not here anymore. But it was within like within the time you heard the scream, or basically around the time you heard the scream would have been your best guess as to when it was here.
I turn to the teacher and I ask her, do you have any idea what's taking those children?
They're horrible. They're fire-breathing beasts. They'd rip and tear through the children, and I'm forced to watch every time. It just plays over and over in my head. I know you don't believe me, but I'm sorry for disrupting whatever you were doing. Come on, children, let's go back inside. She begins to kind of corral the children up and lead them inside of the schoolhouse.
Well, guys, what are you thinking?
Something funky is going on.
Olaf said he detected something. So we can't fully discount what she tells us.
But it wasn't like anyone here being evil. It was just something evil was here.
Yet she said one of the children was taken, yes?
I believe so.
I'm not sure how we can investigate this further. We don't have many clues.
We could search. Are they outside or are they still inside?
They went inside.
I'm gonna search. We could search around the outside of the building. 'Cause it was around the entrance, for the best I could tell.
All right. You can make a perception check if you would like to search. You do find what looks like small circles in the grass. That is, it's almost as though the grass was burned. That's just kind of charred ground. But it's only in small circles. As though it was just something very hot was pressed there, burnt the area, and then was removed.
Like hoof prints, like 4 of them, or just...
The pattern of the hoof, or the circles does seem to be as though it was made by, it could be hoofs. It was, after further investigation, especially with the perception checks, it's as though there some sort of creature on 4 legs had left these by stepping and leaving or burning the ground beneath it. Because you rolled a natural 20, I think that's what the green number means.
Yes.
You notice that the burn marks on the ground are very similar to the burn marks left by the boar you had slain in the woods.
Gentlemen, these were left by a boar like the ones we slain in the woods.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Come take a look at it. Because I'm getting ready to destroy it, and hopefully you'll get rid of the evil in the school.
He'll go fall to his knees and sniff around the site.
You smell pork.
The smell of pork. I think you're right.
The trail does lead away from the schoolhouse, a little bit west, but it trails off very quickly. It's only as though it got maybe like a couple of paces before the trail went cold, literally.
Well, I'm going to destroy all the hoof prints I see. I'm going to take my sword and I'm going to dig it in there and dig it all out the crap and spread it all around.
Okay. You just kind of
evil.
till the dirt very slightly, and you don't really see much of the ash left.
Maybe this will help. I don't really know.
But you can all make another perception check, and maybe spot something else. The paladin you'll spot right across the street is the open market. You will actually spot the halfling. He is at a stall. He seems to be purchasing something at it.
I'm gonna watch his hands and his pockets to make sure he's not staking things and putting it in his pockets that he shouldn't be.
It's kind of hard to tell at this distance. You may have to get a little bit closer. Here we go. Whoops.
I'm leaning over to Kakaru and say I still don't trust this halfling.
He shrugs.
If
Although
you're
he looks
going
uncomfortable doing it.
to try to sneak up on the halfling, to get a closer look, you can roll stealth checks.
Cocker's not going to sneak up on him. He trusts the paladin to do whatever he needs to do.
Okay.
Or not.
You kind of get closer and closer. Eventually, you're practically leaning over his shoulder, and then you trip and fall into him. And he says, "Oh, whoa! Oh, it's you! Hey, how are you guys doing?"
I'm doing good. What you buying?
I'm just trying to buy a nice necklace. You know, I hear the girls around here are pretty attractive, and it would be, I don't know, maybe we could.
Don't speak to me of your sinful ways.
Well, you asked.
That's what you're buying. I didn't ask for just for a reason.
And I'm just telling what I'm buying. He begins to sing his backup vocals. The stall owner returns with a very expensive-looking gold necklace. He says, "This is the most expensive one I've got," like you said. The halfling looks and says, "Wow, that's very shiny. How much does it cost?" He says, "It's 500 gold pieces. This is made with braided gold, and it's very, very rare." Laz says, "All right. Well, I was just inquiring. I don't have that kind of money, so maybe I'll stop by later when I have it." And he runs away. Now I make my escape, and he's gone. The stall owner looks at you, Olaf, and says, "Can I interest you in perhaps purchasing any jewelry? Maybe this really expensive necklace. You don't look like the type to carry that much money, but I figured I'd ask while I have it out."
No, thank you. I don't know that guy very well, so I would make sure you keep that under an extreme lock and key. Just saying. Kind of shady. Don't know if he's bad, good, evil, what. He just seems kind of shady.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's all my stuff's kept very secure. I mean, I wouldn't have these kind of wares out, where someone could pilfer them. But thanks for the warning, I guess. I haven't seen you around here. Are you new in town?
Yes. You could probably smell the salt on this still.
What's your business?
I'm here to smite evil. And I have two fellow companions who are here the same. Well, I don't know what they're here for, but I'm here to smite evil, and they kind of just followed me. I guess I'm the natural leader. I don't know.
Have you all found a place to stay yet?
I stay wherever my God lets me. In other words, I'm saying I am too broke to afford a place. Because I gave all my remaining money to needy people before I got on the boat.
Well, if you or your friends have any money on you, I could let you rent out one of my my many places around town. If you need a
Guys,
place to
come here.
stay.
Dude, this guy has a proposition for us. Come, listen to what he says.
It's not much of a super crazy proposition as it is an exchange of gold for roof over your heads.
How much would you charge us for such a thing?
How long are you guys planning on staying?
Forever?
Oh, well, if you're in the market for a house, I can sell you one. What's your budget?
Do you accept belly button lint?
No, I don't. But I can rent you one of my nice cottages in town. For let's say 5 silver a night per head.
It seems fair. What do you think, Olaf?
It's not bad. I don't know what they usually go around here, so he could be trying to take us for a fool.
We
He seems to be genuine, but you got a point. You could be lying. Could be taking you for a ride, but he basically pulls out a document and asks you all to sign as best you can at the bottom.
I will sign.
I don't want to sign.
He says this is just standard procedure. I mean, this just kind of gives me the ability, you know, in case you guys want to get lawmakers involved or law keepers involved, yada yada yada. I have the right to if you don't answer the door when I knock, I won't be super intruding. But if there's no answer, I am able to come in at any time. I have an extra key for myself.
I want to make a sense motive check first.
Nice.
All right. He just seems to want to make sure that his assets are kept in good shape, and you guys aren't gonna fuck it up on the inside. He's just protecting his own business. He's reading right off of the contract. There's no fine print or anything like that. It's not a magical runes explosive thing or anything like that. He seems to be legit.
Yeah, well, then I will sign too. I have trust issues.
Well, that's understandable, especially in a new place. But you can trust me as long as you got your payments. Can you pay up front first 2 days? That'd come to 3 gold.
I can.
He says, well, then let me close up shop if you guys don't mind waiting around a few minutes, and I'll take you right away to your new home.
At least one of my companions isn't a cheapskate looking over to the paladin.
I'm just gonna look at him and shake my head.
All right. You see him he rolls up the contract, stuffs it into his shirt. He begins to load up his different trinkets and knickknacks into a large chest, which he then plops on the stall itself. He folds down the overhang. I don't know what it's fucking called. And he lifts up the bottom, which exposes a couple of wheels, and he just grabs one end and lifts it up like a cart. He says, "Just follow me. It's right across the road." And he takes you to your new house.
Well,
which is right there. I'll ping it. It's very spacious for the price you're getting at first glance. He offers you all a key and unlocks it himself with his 4th key. He opens it up. It's very cozy inside, well furnished. There's basically a den of some sort with a fireplace. He mentions that every week or so he'll drop off more firewood, so you don't have to go gather it yourself. There's a kitchen, and then upstairs there are 3 bedrooms, and out back is a shower. They do have plumbing in these buildings.
Plumbing, wow.
This is wonderful, thank you.
I'm running in the master bedroom, jumping in the bed, and shout, "Mine!"
He calls upstairs and just reminds you. He says, "There's no housekeeping, so you guys are gonna be living in your own filth if you don't know how to pick up after yourselves." Anyway,
Thank you, Counselor.
I'm gonna head to the bar. It's getting pretty late. You do know that the sun is beginning to set a little bit. You guess that by the time, if you were to head and follow him to the bar, you may make it there just in time for the sun to set beyond the forest to the west and cover the entire town in shade and mostly darkness.
Oh, yes, we need to hurry back to the tavern.
What do you want to do in the tavern? Do you want to
Gotta
take a
meet the
drink?
cook,
Why do you want to meet the cook?
because he seemed kind of weird.
Okay, why not? If I can have a ale or two.
And you could have whatever you want. I don't...
Should we be involving ourselves in the affairs of every townsfolk?
Well, someone's got to know why there's evil stuff going on in the mistresses. Dead mistress.
Don't these human establishments and cities have their own laws? I seem
Yes.
to remember reading many stories of town guards and militia and things like that. I think that's how you pronounce it, yes? Militia.
Well, you can stay in your new cottage that you're renting out for the rest of the evening. It's up to you guys. What do you want to do? You can go to the tavern. You can head back to the woods and kill boars for experience or whatever. Treat it like an MMO. I don't care.
Kyle. I think we should go back to the tavern or go to the apothecary before the night's over.
Yeah, then let's go to the tavern so he can talk to the cook. Maybe it will give us a lead for the vanished school kids.
My friends, I will do whatever you wish.
Then stay at home and clean the house.
The house looks very clean right now. I think I'll go with you to the tavern.
That's a good idea.
All right, you all head back to the tavern and enter. It's just as busy as it was when you left earlier. The only difference is that now there's no longer a large ogre, an angry dwarf, or a strange halfling. But you see there is a new guy at the bar you don't recognize. And he seems to be chatting it up with the bartender.
Hey, barkeep. Pardon to interrupt.
Oh, there you guys are. This is the cook I was telling you guys about, the artist, formerly known as Cook. He looks at you. The cook does. He says, "Hey, are you guys asking about me? You really like those meat things, huh?"
Yes. What are they made from?
It's one of my guys. He brings in basically the best he can from Trimdale to the north. It's mostly either a horse or a cow, something along those lines. It doesn't really matter what he brings me. I'll make it delicious, though. Even human meat. And he laughs.
I'm gonna sense motive once he says that. See if he's really using human meat.
Okay.
If that's possible.
He seems to be just trying to bust your chops, just rib you a little bit. You just telling a joke. You're not sure if it's a dark joke because you haven't been settled in yet, but he says, "Yeah, I'm not making anything else tonight, so the players are too quiet." All right. Let me see if I can fix that. All right, go ahead and... Okay, never mind. That should improve it slightly. I'm going to put on the busy tavern noise now. There you go.
I, for one, don't really care what was in the meat. It was delicious. And I would eat it again.
Yeah. Me too. Let's go and get a table, please. And get something to eat and drink.
I thought you'd never ask. Are you
Go
sure?
That was fine by me.
I'm shouting to the waiters, "Hey, gorgeous, come over here. Bring us something to eat and drink, please."
Why are you talking to her like she's a piece of meat?
I'm not talking to her like she's a piece of meat. I'm talking to her like she's a beautiful woman.
Is that how you humans do it?
Whoops. She heads over and sits down at the table. She says, "Sorry, fellas, it's my working hours are over. I'm just here to flirt or also partake in drinking. If you want drinks, you have to head to the bar. Pick them up yourself."
What about food? Please tell me there's food.
"Oh no, we stopped serving food maybe about half an hour ago."
And he actually hisses.
She leans back in confusion and fear, and then gets.
I'm sorry.
She starts to get up and says, "I'm gonna go hang out with my friends now."
Don't mind him. He's a bit strange. He's not used to live around humans.
This is the first time I've ever been in a human settlement. Other than a brief journey to the docks to board the ship.
She just kind of walks away.
Seems as though I have much learning to do.
Damn cockaroo, you damn cock blocker. What's wrong with you?
What is
Whoa.
cock blocker?
Y'all need to stop with the sinful talk around a paladin.
Sinful talk? I don't even know what that means.
Well, not necessarily you, the guy shouting of, and I'll do air quotations, of cock blocker. That is a sinful slang term.
Well, if you don't like my language, then don't listen, my friend. I'm just a human. I'm just a man.
I'm just a man too. But I'm not really human.
Um,
I'm human.
Heading inside is a massive woman. Hang on, I gotta resize that. Heading inside just then, and then walking over to your table. Wait, no, she's not going. She's gonna head over to the bar. You recognize her though. It's the headmistress from the school. She walks up and says, give me the hardest thing you've got, and make it in liquid form, please. No, I need something stiff to drink. I'm not flirting." The barkeep kind of chuckles and turns to his shelf where he pulls down a bottle from the very top, and then fills up a glass and hands it to her. She takes the shot real quick and says, keep 'em coming." She seems very stressed out right now. Maybe to drown her sorrows in booze.
That's that woman. He tells Bertold.
Guess it is her.
What do we say, Furball? I get us some drinks. I head over to the bar and get us some drinks for Kakaru and me.
Wait, who are you talking to?
Yeah, the Furball.
Oh, you're going to get drinks for both. Okay. My guy disappears. There's a room at the bar for you to head over if you want. The barkeep walks up to you, or hobbles over to you on his peg leg and says, "What can I get for you?"
Two of the strongest ales, please. And make it the big ones.
Big ale coming right up. And he pulls up two very large mugs and fills them from a large barrel that he basically just lifts up and pours from a hole in the top and passes them over to you.
I toss him his money, and then I take our ales, and then I go back to the table.
Okay.
Give one to my fellow traveler friend and say, "Here, Prost, my friend."
I believe you raise a cup. Is that correct?
That's how you do it in my country.
He raises his cup and takes a hearty gulp.
It tastes very big. It's the big ale. But it tastes very good. It goes down smooth. But you feel the effects right away. You don't feel drunk. You just feel good. You feel warm and fuzzy on the outside as well on the inside. But as soon as you see him walk back to the table with your drinks, you hear shouting from across the bar as well. The schoolmistress saying, "Hey, give me some of that as well." And the barkeep does carry over the large cask and fills a glass for her as well.
Whoa, hello, mistress. Did you have any more visions today? From whence we saw you?
I seen some things and then some stuff, and you wouldn't believe it.
I would, because I sensed evil around the entrance of your school.
Of course you sensed it. It's all over the place. It's surrounding us. It's consuming us. It's drinking us. She takes another drink. What are you gonna do about it? And she pokes her finger into your chest. You just gonna stand there and look gorgeous?
Well, I look very gorgeous. I'm gonna.
You here to
I'm
sweep me off my feet, or what are you gonna do now?
I'm trying to investigate what is happening at your school, but I don't really know what to go on.
You could go on a quest to defeat the bad stuff.
Come with me and sit with my friends.
Sure. She goes to stand up and falls
I
right
will
into you.
Make sure she doesn't hit the ground, and I will help her over to a chair over here.
Make
I'll
a
sit here-
make a reflex save to catch her. All right, you catch her in your arms and kind of help her over to the table. She says, "So, which one of you guys is gonna buy me some more drinks?"
I'm gonna wink at the human. And say, there
Well,
you go.
certainly not our paladin. But I can get you a drink if you want. Head over to the bar and get a new round of drinks for me and my friends.
All right. Barkeep heads over. He says, "How you like those big ales?"
I want another one. And another one for my friends. Yeah, you heard me. 3 another ones.
Sure. He fills up more, and he says, "You need help lifting those, bringing them back to your table?"
I'm not sure. We will see.
Okay. They're very large. You need basically one arm per glass.
Then maybe I could need some help.
He begins to hobble back from behind the bar and helps you over to the table with your drinks. He says, "You guys celebrating something, or what's going on?" when he places the drinks on the table.
I don't know. I think they're just getting drunk.
Well, that's
Just having a good time.
that's reason enough to celebrate. Well, cheers. And he saunters back to his post. The woman at the table with you, the headmistress, downs half of the big ale in one gulp. She burps and bubbles come out of her mouth, wobble in the air a little bit before very lazily popping. She's so drunk that it's causing cartoon effects around her to represent drunkenness.
Damn, that woman can drink.
I'm feeling a bit shamed by her myself.
I don't know. I haven't had anything to drink.
That,
Well, why don't you
that's
start? It's not too late.
that's good job, Johnny. You don't end up like me. You can grow big and strong, and you can rescue your friends.
Okay. I think you should not be riding any horses home tonight.
You're not the boss of me. I'm a strong, independent woman. Do what she wants.
Sure you are.
She finishes the rest of her big ale and very promptly passes out on the ground. And her dress changed colors.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll her over so she doesn't die in her own puke.
Okay. But she kind of just lays there half conscious, muttering things under her breath, occasionally burping very loudly, but she never actually vomits. She holds it all down.
I want to listen to what she mumbles.
She's... you make a perception check to decipher what she's saying, or catch the drift of it. She seems to be going off about some nonsense about some sort of beast from hell that squeals a lot, devouring children, fake children returning. Nobody believes her. Begging a disembodied Prince Charming to come rescue her as soon as possible.
Right. I am so confused.
Perhaps we should take her back to her home.
You know where she lives?
We can find out. This is not a very large city.
The guy at the bar, the cook, he turns and says, "Oh, I see she's passed out again. I'll take her home, guys. Don't worry about it. You guys are new around here, I hear, so you just enjoy the nightlife."
There's a nightlife.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, night's still young. It's just the sun sets a little bit earlier around here because of the forest. But I'll help Tara here get home in one piece.
Okay.
Don't go putting her in any meat things, eh?
Ha 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 ha, yes. Right. Won't do that. He lifts her up and carries her out the door.
Oh, guys, we should probably head home too.
You can all make one last perception check in case, or actually just make an encounter roll. Roll 6-siders. Yeah, man, fucking Berthold cannot catch a fucking break tonight.
Oh boy.
Anyway, you, Berthold, you've kind of just been observing your surroundings the last few hours with your companions. But as you're getting ready to leave and you get up, you catch a whiff of something very strange, but also very familiar. It reminds you of the smell of the burning animal you encountered this morning. It reminds you of the smell coming from the charred schoolyard outside the schoolhouse. But it seems to be visiting you once again.
Oh, before I forget to fail to mention it, or yeah, whatever. I have the sensibility as well.
You will pick up on it automatically then if he smells it.
I lost low light vision for that.
Okay. But you smell it as well.
I can smell something strange. It smells like burnt stuff.
I smell it too.
I'm gonna follow the scent.
Seems to be coming from the corner of the room with the very poorly patched up hole.
I will follow them.
When you head over, the bartender says, "Hey, be careful over there. You don't want to fall in that hole." So I got to board it up. But if you head over there, the smell does get stronger. It seems to be coming from the hole in the wall.
The crew actually vaults over the barrier.
Make a reflex save to not fall into the hole or hurt yourself at all.
Okay.
Reflexu.
I kind of want to know what there is down there.
Uh-oh.
I can smell it. And...
I'm gonna. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just want to use my cat's luck to re-roll that.
Okay. I was going to say because that would fail. All right. That is much better. You leap over, completely clearing it, and you land right at the hole in the wall. The hole is maybe about 2.5 feet high. You can see outside poorly because it's dark out at this point. But you notice that whatever collided with the building did obviously impact damage, but it's almost as though it burnt away as well. There's not just splinters. In fact, there are no splinters whatsoever. Any loose or splintered wood just seems burnt to a small chunks. So you're not going to get splinter or anything, but it's basically just burnt wood scattered about, or at least making up the outside of the hole. Most of it was swept away by the tavern keeper when he arrived the next morning or whenever this happened. But it smells like the same smell, the burning smell from the pig and from the grass outside the schoolhouse. And you normally do recognize other scents and stuff like that. This is not a normal burnt smell. This has a very distinct smell to it. It's almost it kind of makes you angry that you can't identify it. It's familiar, but you can't put your finger on it. You can recognize where you've smelled it before, but not exactly what it is. But it smells like something burnt. Barkeeper, when he notices you over there, says, I'm gonna have to ask you to get out from behind there. I don't want you guys falling in, and that being on my conscience as well. I've had enough shit to put up with as of late.
Don't worry, I'm very light on my feet.
Well, I can't say the same about myself, so if you could show off your acrobatics one more time for us and get over to safety, then I'd appreciate it.
Just a moment, please.
And he'll actually kneel down and look in the hole.
In the hole is complete darkness. If only you had low light sense.
You bastard.
If only you had that. When you peer over the hole, you're on the other side of the bench. You can't get a good look unless you risk falling in, basically. So if you want to make a reflex save and risk falling in, you will get a peek inside.
Sure, I will risk it.
Okay.
Can I help steady him since I can't see myself?
No. The hole is basically about 6 feet wide.
Oh.
There's some there's rafters or whatever from the room below that are still there, but if you lean over it at all, and you could both potentially fall in. You made it because you basically cleared the entire thing.
Can I get a cup and cast light on it and give it to him?
Again, he's still gonna have to lean over. But you, since you're only leaning over, you're not trying to jump over it. You'll save. You don't fall in. You peer over though. Your halo kind of gives off a light that shines into the hole a little bit, and you can see what looks like some strange machinery. It's hard to identify it or what its purpose is. You can roll a knowledge engineering if you have it to identify it.
I'm gonna use my spell-like ability once per day, and I'm gonna cast daylight on it,
Okay.
but everyone can see it.
You only can see basically the corner of the room in the basement because of the position you're at. However, you light up... Whoops, wrong person. Because Catman is on the other end, you light up the remainder of the basement for him. In fact, and it reveals something very shocking and disturbing, perhaps, maybe, or nothing at all, because suddenly the extra weight on one end and the
We lost you.
oh shit. Can you hear me? Fuck. All right. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello? All right. I don't know what happened. I had to rejoin Raycall. Anyway, it's supposed to be a cliffhanger anyway. But it's very shocking what you see. Maybe I don't know what it is yet, because as soon as you both peer over to get a better look, weight on both sides of the hole just reduces its tenacity, and it gives way, and you both tumble in. And that's where we're gonna end it tonight. So everyone gets another 200 experience points. I think that totals up to 100, 250 or something like that. But you have fallen in. Got points for spent for that. So that's where we're going to pick it up next week when you encounter what's in the basement. It could be human meat. It could be regular meat. It could be nothing at all. You don't know that yet, and I don't either, because I'm going to make it all up next week. So
What's in the fucking box?
yeah.
What's in the box?
So yeah. Cliffhanger. Because I figured that it would be more fun that way. And hopefully convince people to show up again. Maybe Bromer will make an appearance. I don't know where he was this week. But anyway, thanks for playing, you guys.
Yeah, thank you. It's awesome.
Thanks, man.
I kind of had to... I had some stuff planned I was putting together this morning. And last night